What's up? Welcome to a little bit of an informal Denike Media post. Hopefully you guys watched the last video with Bobby's Miata. That was super cool. Definitely want to do more stuff like that. But right now I'm in Grand Forks. So I was thinking I was just maybe going to show working on the Forester a little bit. I just got to put rear rotors and pads on the back. So might do a little bit of time lapse, and that'll be the start of this video. And then we'll go into some other topics. So hope you guys enjoy. I got everything from Rock Auto, so that's nice. And then all I'm gonna be putting on today is new pads and new rotors. Little change of pace here. So we were just working on the Forester in the garage, and now Ezra and I are going to pick up his new truck. So he's getting a 92 Toyota pickup, and that should be a car that we can put on the channel and do some modifications to. So we're driving to Iowa from North Dakota, so it's what, 9-hour drive? Yeah, so gonna be pretty long drive. We're gonna get there about midnight, but good so far. So we just headed to Ezra's house last night. That's when the last clip you saw. And then we slept for maybe 3 hours. So we got into his house at midnight, slept for 3 hours. And then now we're heading to the place to pick up the truck. We're about 30 minutes out, and we'll let you know. So Ezra just ended up buying the truck. It's a 92 Toyota pickup. Definitely a little rough around the edges than we were thinking, but we did drive 9 hours to come and get it, so we're sending it, staying spontaneous, just like this entire trip, to be honest. But yeah, it's got the 3.0 V6, which isn't the best Toyota engine, but I think with some reliability mods we can do pretty good. And then it definitely needs some rust repair in some spots, but the frame is really good, the drivetrain's really good, and overall for the price we got it for, I think it's a pretty good truck. So we're gonna make the trek home. Right now we're actually at the guy's shop, so he's got a first gen 4Runner in there with the 22 RE, and he just let us park out at his house, so super nice for him to do that. And then we're just gonna look for rear bushing, because as we found here, this is definitely not good. If you look here at the bushing for the rear shock, it is just nothing. So we're trying to find the rear bushing right now, and then the guy said he'd lend us his tools, and then we should be able to hit the road after that. All right, so we ended up running to AutoZone to collect some parts for the car. We ended up just buying 2 new factory replacement KYB struts, which is awesome, and so we're gonna throw those in right now. The bolts are cracking loose, and that'll be much better because we were hearing some clunking when we test drove it, and so that should help reduce that and bring it back to normal. And then we just bought some other fluids, and then hopefully, you know, we're gonna hit the road soon. Ezra is also cleaning the engine with some engine degreaser, and then we're gonna spray that off with the hose, make sure that it's clean of like any drips, so that if we do happen to have a leak on the road, then we can see that. So yeah, hoping to get going soon, but so far so good on the truck. We just ended up putting the new struts in. So as you can see, we got the new KYB strut there. And then we also have the new one over here. Took us about an hour or so, but everything else is pretty good. And then Ezra finished up cleaning up the engine, or he's doing that now. And so we're gonna hit the road soon. Pretty hyped. The suspension already just sitting here seems a lot better. So yep, see you on the road. This won't disappear. Hold back 'cause you're mine. This won't disappear. This time is away with us that makes me think it could all. What a weekend it has been. We started Friday evening, Ezra and I, at 5, maybe 6 o'clock, heading to Iowa. And it is now 11 o'clock on Sunday. And we have just finished our activities for the week. But I do have a surprise for you guys that we haven't talked about yet in this video. So check it out. So we got Ezra's Toyota. He's inside actually right now ordering parts. Probably gonna spend around $600. And I'm super excited to work on this car. I just think Toyotas are cool. I definitely would like to get one soon myself, but it'll be an exciting process to see his car go from, you know, just kind of moderate runs and drives, but a little bit sloppy, to a much nicer vehicle. And then over here, we got something that I just purchased also today. I didn't really take you guys along for the ride, but we ended up getting back into Grand Forks at about 11 o'clock on Saturday night. We slept for a good 10 hours, and then we ended up going to get a trailer from Ezra's grandparents. So shout out to them for helping me and him out. And then we went to get this car. So I bought this one. It's a 1998 Forester, and I got it for $250. Now I have another 2 cars from the same guy. He's got another 2 cars, and that will be another $250, but we decided to get those on a different day. Anyways, I really don't know the mileage on this car, but it is just a clean-ish Forester. It's got clean title. It's lowered on WRX coilovers. It's got window tint. The interior is filthy. I mean, just like filthy. But it does have WRX seats, so that's awesome. And then the engine is supposedly good. And the only problem with this car is that the trans is stuck in gear. It also has an SF5 Forester grille, so that's awesome. And the goal for this car is to get it in running and driving condition and use parts from the other 2 Foresters to make one really solid one that's lowered, has an exhaust, WRX seats, SF5 grille, just a tint, you know, some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to start working on this project, and that's another project you'll be seeing on the channel. So right now we've got Toyota and Subaru both representing. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that content that we'll have coming soon. So have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.